Good morning, everyone. Today we will be exploring the basic concepts and common terms used in GIS, Geographic Information System. I will explain the ideas in a clear and practical way using simple examples so that everyone can understand easier.
What is GIS? GIS stands for Geographic Information System. It is a system that helps us collect, store, analyze, and display information related to locations on Earth. Example, Google Maps is a simple form of GIS. It tells us where roads, houses, and shops are and even shows traffic. This is how GIS connects information with location.
What is geospatial? Geospatial means information connected to a location on Earth. Geo means Earth, and spatial means space or location. Basically, geospatial refers to data or information that is associated with a specific location on Earth.
What is data? In GIS, data refers to the information that represents real-world geographic features and is essential for creating, analyzing, and visualizing maps.
What is spatial data and non-spatial data?
Spatial data, also called geographic data, specifies the physical location of features on Earth. It answers where something is located. There are two main forms, vector data and raster data. Vector data represents features as points, lines, or polygons. Raster data represents data as a grid of cells or pixels where each cell has a value. Attribute data or non-spatial data. Attribute data provides descriptive information about spatial features and answers what each feature represents. In simple words, spatial data shows a location and attribute data shows details.
Now, what is shapefile? A shapefile is a very common file format used in GIS. Developed by ESRI, Environmental Systems Research Institute, in the 1990s, it stores vector data like points, lines, and polygons.
What is coordinate system? Coordinate system is very important part of GIS. To place features correctly on Earth, we need a reference system called a coordinate system. Two types are commonly used, the geographic coordinate system and projected coordinate system. Geographic coordinate system are lat long, that is, a geographic coordinate system is a reference framework that uses latitude and longitude to define locations on Earth. GCS takes into account Earth's curved shape, making it ideal for global mapping and navigation. Now, projected coordinate system. A projected coordinate system is a coordinate system that represents Earth's curved 3D surfaces on a flattened 2D map.
What is UTM? The Universal Transverse Mercator System is a coordinate system that divides the world into a series of zones, 60 zones, to allow for precise location mapping.
What is datum? A datum in GIS and cartography is a reference system that defines the size and shape of Earth and establishes a frame of reference for measuring locations on its surface.
What is geocoding? Geocoding, the process of converting addresses into geographic coordinates, latitude and longitude, so they can be plotted on a map.
Now we discuss about what is WGS 84. WGS 84 is a global standard for mapping. WGS 84 is used worldwide for various applications, including GIS, satellite navigation, and surveying.
Now discuss about most important term of GIS, that is GCP. What is it? A ground control point, GCP, is a specific accurately surveyed location on the Earth's surface that is used in GIS, remote sensing, and photogrammetry to ensure that map data and images are accurately aligned and georeferenced.
Let's talk about georeferencing. Imagine you have an old paper map of a village or district. That map does not know its actual location on Earth. It's just a drawing. Through georeferencing, we fix that map onto real-world coordinates, so it matches with satellite images or GPS locations. Example, if I take a scanned cadastral map and put it over Google Earth, georeferencing will adjust it so the roads, rivers, and boundaries fall exactly where they should be in the real world.
Once the map is georeferenced, the next step is digitization. Digitization means converting paper information into computer data. We trace the boundaries, roads, and features on the computer to create a digital map. Example: suppose we have a village boundary on paper. By digitizing, we draw that same boundary on the computer and now it becomes usable data. With this, we can add details like village name, population, or land records. The advantage is that once the data is digital, we can share it easily with others. It cannot be destroyed as easily as paper maps, and it is much more convenient to store and manage in today's digital world.
Let us look at how features are represented in GIS. In GIS, every object or phenomenon on Earth is called a feature. These features can be classified into three main types based on their shape or geometry: points, lines, and polygons. Point features. A point has 0 dimensions. It represents a very precise location on Earth. Example, the location of a school, a well, or an electric pole. In GIS, a point is stored as a pair of coordinates, latitude and longitude. Line features. A line has 1 dimension. It is made up of connected points forming a path or shape. Example, roads, rivers, or railway tracks. Lines are useful to represent features that have length but no width. Polygon features. A polygon has 2 dimensions. It is formed by connecting multiple points and closing the shape. Example, village boundaries, lakes, agricultural fields, or districts. Polygons represent areas on a map.
Now let us explore some of the common GIS file types that are widely used for storing and sharing maps and spatial data. KML stands for Keyhole Markup Language. It is a file format used to represent geographic data in a way that is easy to share and display in mapping applications, especially Google Earth. Because KML is based on XML, it is human readable and can even be opened and edited with a simple text editor. KMZ. To make sharing easier, KML files can also be compressed into a KMZ file. Think of KMZ as a zipped version of KML. I can also carry images, icons, and other resources along with the data. Example, if I want to share the locations of schools in a district with icons and labels, I can simply send one KMZ file and everything will open directly in Google Earth.
Finally, let us talk about the last term in this session: layout. In GIS, a layout simply means the design and arrangement of map elements when we want to present or communicate information. It is like the final look of a map before printing or sharing, with important elements such as the title, legend, north arrow, and scale.
To conclude, GIS is a smart way of combining maps with data. It tells us both where things are and what they are. For administrators, GIS is a powerful tool for planning, decision-making, and problem-solving, whether in land records, disaster management, agriculture, or urban planning. Thank you.